Hey, welcome to UK Wildcrafts. In this video I'll show you how to make Beech Leaf Noyau, which is a gin based liqueur that takes on the sweetness of the young infused beech leaves. First of all, I'll quickly show you how to correctly identify a beech tree. So this is the common beech, Fagus sylvatica. You'll see the bark's a light greyish colour and it's quite smooth as well. As it gets older, it can get little fissures and little ridges down the bark. And you'll see the ground around the base of the tree, there's not that much growing, whereas the rest of the woods there's lots of grass and bluebells. That's because the canopy of the beech tree is quite dense, so it doesn't get that much light down here in the summer. Another good way to tell it's beech is you get the old dead beech leaves on the floor around it, and also you'll find the beech mast as well, which is the shell casing of the nuts. So the leaves, you want them when they're very young, so from late March onwards, and you want them when they're still fairly translucent and really papery thin. So the edges of the leaf, the margin, are a bit wavy, and they've also got really fine hairs on the edges, but only when the leaves are very young. And the leaves normally have around 9 veins, pairs of veins that run diagonally down the leaf. The leaf buds have an alternate arrangement, so they grow on one side of the stem and then on the other, going all the way up. And these leaves, they're good to eat straight off the tree at this age. They're just like a mulled lettuce. So collect some of these up. You'll need quite a few to pack into a jar to make the Noyau. But yeah, don't take too many from one tree because obviously it needs them. I'll go and visit quite a few different beech trees. Alright, so now I'm just going to get the leaves and give them a good wash. So to make the Noyau, you'll need gin, brandy, either castor or granulated sugar, water, and the beech leaves. So for every 700 ml of gin, you'll want about 250 ml of brandy, about 200 grams of sugar, enough water to dissolve the sugar, and about 300 or 400 grams of beech leaves. So you want to pack the jar full of the beech leaves and then top it up with the gin. And you want to leave that to infuse for at least 2 or 3 weeks. And after those 2 or 3 weeks, then you just get a container with a colander, and you just drain out the liquid. And you'll see the gin has taken on the nice colour of the beech leaves. And you just want to make sure you strain out all the liquid. And you see the leaves have gone a much darker colour now. So next up, you want to make your brandy syrup. So put some water into a pan, and you want to turn the heat down fairly low, and then put your sugar in. And you don't want the heat on too high because it'll burn the sugar. Once all the sugar is dissolved, then you want to add in your brandy. Turn up the heat a bit and reduce that down by about half the amount until it goes into a bit of a syrup. And while you're waiting for the brandy syrup to reduce, just get any of the bottles you want to be storing the Noyau in and get them really clean, sterilise them. I just soak them in really hot water and then let them air dry. Okay, so the brandy syrup reduced by half, and then just allow it to sit for about 5 minutes to cool down a bit. But while it is still warm, just add it into the gin. And just mix it. And there you have Beech Leaf Noyau. Cheers.